Woo! Stinky, stinky, stinky. The Denver Nuggets get dominated. 106-135 in the game that nobody showed up in. Man, this was a lot. This was a lot, man. The Denver Nuggets, man, the game started off all right. They went into the half down 10. They had a little bit of a run. Looked like they might have gotten away with it. When Jokic left in the first quarter, y'all, Nuggets were up 7. It's like, all right, back to back, and Sacramento might be a little something. Jokic is having this way. Murray's hitting three-pointers. The defense, funny enough, was really good. First few minutes of the game, Sac wasn't making nothing. The Nuggets' rotations were solid. It was like, we might be something, and that lasted for exactly about 6 minutes, and then it became just an absolute run, and the game broke down. The Nuggets were up 30. I think they were up 35-26, and Jokic went out 35-26 in the first quarter, and Peyton Watson. So they hit it, and then what happens is the Kings hit a three. There's 2 seconds left on the clock. Peyton Watson tries to inbound the ball, and he throws it ahead. I think it might have been Malik Monk, and Malik Monk makes a three right at the end of the first quarter, and just like that, 35-26, and all of a sudden it's 32-35, and literally the game just kind of like got out of hand at that point. Jokic went out. Nuggets were a -10 without Jokic. Jokic comes back in the game, and they just were never able to settle the game back up. They ended up shooting today. I think they ended up shooting a 50-50-89 split today. The Kings did. They were making everything. They were hustling. They were all over the place. And they needed this win. You know, they lost to the Detroit Pistons. And obviously that was a bad loss. And they gave up 133 to the Pistons. And the Nuggets, man, similar to the New York Knicks game, I think the Kings just came out with a lot of intensity. And the Nuggets, context, no Michael Porter Jr., no KCP, whatever it might be, they just weren't in a position to be able to give the full fight that they needed to. So it's unfortunate they dropped to 36-17. They have 2 days off, and then they play versus the Milwaukee Bucks. And then the Kings will actually come back into Denver next week as well. So unfortunate loss, but we wouldn't really dwell too much on it. Julian Strawther made a reappearance today. Thankfully, he's back in the rotation. Peyton Watson had one of his worst games in the last several months. Just making some young boy mistakes, getting in foul trouble. He just wasn't playing as sound as you want him to. But again, he's young. He's a sophomore. Stuff is going to happen like that. He's not going to be as smooth and consistent as he needs to be sometimes. And then Christian Brown as well. Just the defense all the way around wasn't good enough today from anybody on the Nuggets. I mean, the pick and roll defense for Jokic was good. They were getting steals, getting out in transition and running. They just couldn't keep it up, though. So really unfortunate, but everybody sit back. Everybody's still healthy. Michael Porter and KCP, hopefully they may be back in a couple of days on Monday to get ready for that Milwaukee Bucks game in Milwaukee. So it's going to be a little fun, a little stretch, y'all. But y'all, I'll see y'all on the other side.